So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Charged Up Jax. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and don't forget to like the video to connect more lawn care enthusiasts here to the YouTube channel. The goal for this month is to get to 600 subscribers, and we just want to welcome every single new subscriber that has joined the Legend community. So today's video is a little bit different. You guys have seen these on the channel, just kind of keeping it fresh and different. Today we're going to look at all the deals that are going on with Ego currently, because you know that is the tool of choice here for Charged Up Jax. Also, we're going to be talking about the dog attack that happened I want to say last week out on a property. Just want to give the story and kind of hear some feedback from you guys on how you would have handled the scenario or the situation. So let's jump into the Ego website right now. So there's been a ton of promotions going on right now. As you can see, there's a total savings of $399 on the 21-inch select cut mower with touch drive kit. Includes a 7.5 amp battery and a rapid charger. $100 off the tool kit, free 5 amp battery with this one here. Then you have another one here, which is the 21-inch select cut XP extra power mower with the touch drive kit. There's a 10 amp battery, so there's a big jump there on this particular model here. This is the model that I currently use with my setup, the HP mower with a 6 amp battery is what I'm using. There's a ton of deals actually right now. Now this one probably is the deal that I'm gonna wait for maybe a little bit down the line, but I definitely want to add this mower to my fleet. There's a total savings of $299. That's the 22-inch aluminum deck select cut self-propelled mower kit. It includes a 10 amp battery and then dude, a 700 watt turbo charger. Talk about having a charger that's going to get you back up and running in a timely manner. Again, there's a ton of savings and free batteries. Lowe's is running a promotion as well, I believe. Total savings is 200 plus here. Power load string trimmer with Line IQ. I don't know how many people are using this particular setup, but it's one of the string trimmers that I was going to add to my fleet. But what I want to do is I want to head over to the commercial side of things and pick up the commercial grade string trimmer. I think it's time for that. The ones that I have now are experiencing some delays on the auto feed feature. And also I've noticed that it gets to a certain point where it starts to spit out the line towards the end of the use. So now, I did have the backpack blower, which I recently sold on Facebook Marketplace. So shout out to Leo and Leo Jr. Because they picked it up, and I know they're subscribers here on the channel. So check them out here in the near future. I know they want to create content and do some things themselves with their fully electric gear. So shout out to them. But there's a blower here that's currently on sale. It's the 765 CFM, and that includes a 5 amp battery as well with a 320 watt charger. One battery powers 80 plus tools. If you're new here and don't know the brand Ego, our goal is to eventually get sponsored by them. If you ever want to learn more about the Ego tools and their lineup, there is a product catalog at the bottom right of their website where you can click on and see all of the 2024 products that they have currently available to us end users. Now, I recently added a new tool to my collection, and the tool that's going to add a couple more, client possibilities, which is the Ego pressure washer. And I'm going to see if I can go ahead and find that here on the website here. So let's go ahead and click that here, and let's just type it in right quick. All right. Again, just want to give a quick thank you to everybody that continues to tune in, man, and showing so much love on the channel. All right, so here we go. The Power Plus 3200 PSI pressure washer. My father-in-law used it to clean his backyard fence, and it did an incredible job. He was explaining to me that he used the pressure washer at low and high settings, and when it had to be used at a higher setting, he used it on the turbo mode, but it was just for a slight couple of minutes. So the Ego Power Plus 3200 PSI pressure washer, delivers up to 3,200 psi at 1.2 gallons per minute for powerful and efficient cleaning, along with 60 minutes of runtime on a single charge, with 2 included 6-amp-hour arc lithium batteries. I think that's what kind of got me when I picked it up, is that I was going to be able to add 2 more big batteries to my fleet. And remember, because you're with Ego, you can utilize those batteries on any of your other tools. And I used it to clean my driveway, and it did a phenomenal job. And with those 2 6-amp batteries, I was able to complete my entire driveway from the garage entryway all the way to the street. And I was using it on low to high settings. So real quick, what comes with this? So you get the flexible high pressure hose, the siphon hose, the quick connect short pressure washer gun, the quick connect wand lance, stainless steel wand, the foam cannon, which I haven't used yet, but I plan on using it when I do a customer's driveway, the 15-inch nozzle, 25 nozzle, 40 nozzle, a turbo nozzle, and the rinse nozzle. I'll say this, I did use a turbo nozzle on my driveway. We had a little bit of oil that might have spilled from one of the vehicles, and it really did take it not completely off the driveway, but it did make it look a lot better. I think if I had some type of washing solution to put down on the concrete, it would have definitely got that up a lot better. So I'm going to look around to see what the best solution is for that, and I'll give you guys an update on that. So while we're here, let's talk about the title and the thumbnail that you clicked on, and that is the dog attack. So I was out doing a regular customer's yard and didn't think anything of it. I got out of my truck and I scoped the house because it was probably about a good 2 weeks before I came back, maybe even a little bit longer. The yard was overgrown. I pull up and I do see that there is a pit bull across the street and it's on the porch. There's no leash. And I didn't think anything of it, right? So I left the self-defense pistol, which we've talked about on the channel, in the truck door, and the dog was barking while I was cutting, with the zero turn, and I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, okay, the dog's just upset, but it can see me and I can see it, right? So I saw someone come out and kind of like, I'm not even going to say antagonize the dog, but the dog was messing around or playing with somebody that was out with the dog at the time. So as I go to grab my push mower, I say to myself, let me go ahead and just grab the self-defense pistol or the dog pistol, whatever. And I put it on my hip, and conceal it. And I start to cut the yard. So once the guy or the kid stops playing with the dog starts to become aggressive, and he's coming more towards the yard that I'm servicing. So, instinctively, I tell myself, I said, okay, well, if this dog does decide to attack or, come charge at me, I'm going to try to position myself where my back is against the customer's house. And there was some hedges to the right of me, and my mower was directly in front of me. So maybe it happened so fast that I didn't think anything of it, but the dog did end up charging me. I didn't draw the gun. I didn't do anything. I was just kind of yelling at the top of my lungs, like, yo, get back, grab your dog. And the guy's saying, this isn't my dog. This is my dog. So, I thought, okay, well, let me turn on the mower. Maybe the mower will scare it. And that definitely didn't do it. I think if anything, it pissed it off even more. So the dog's chewing the tires on my Ego. Like, he's legitimately biting the tires, lifting it up off the ground. It was a pit bull. And, to anyone that has these dogs that are, this isn't a diss to the dog. I think it was just the situation that I was in, and I want to share those stories with you guys and why it's important to carry something, whether it's a self-defense, tactical pellet gun, or if it is a regular carry that you carry when you're out. And I know this is going to have mixed input, but I kind of just wanted to share the thoughts that went through my mind. And what's crazy is they caught it all on camera on the Ring doorbell. The lady texted me immediately after it happened and apologized. Hey, sorry that you had to deal with that. But for me, within that moment, I never drew the gun until I saw the dog trying to like position itself around the hedges. So if you can paint the picture in your mind, the dog was in front of me and it would attack the mower and then kind of position itself like it was trying to get around the mower to get to me. And I was just, again, yelling at the top of my lungs, yo, get back, get back, get back, to where I finally felt uncomfortable. And I did draw the gun. And when I drew the gun, I'm telling the kid or the guy that was there, hey man, get your dog. I don't want to, harm it. I don't want to shoot it. But I didn't end up shooting it. And I know a lot of people are going to probably have different thoughts on this in the comment section. But what I ended up doing is just kind of standing my ground, putting my back against the door in the corner of my customer's yard, and just kind of making myself look bigger, right? Like standing over top of my mower, turning the mower off, kind of pushing the mower at the dog to try to move it away. And within those, what felt like an eternity, I kind of just thought to myself of all the consequences that would have happened if I did end up shooting this dog with the self-defense pistol, right? Like the owner being upset, the police coming out. It's just like if you were carrying a regular weapon, right? You're just not going to pull it out and just shoot something because you felt that you were in danger. And I explained this to my wife as well, that, during that moment, the thought in my brain was, if the dog bit me or got close to biting me, then I think I would have taken a little bit different approach, and maybe I would have, self-defended myself with, the self-defense pistol. But I didn't end up shooting it. The dog kind of backed away. The kid or guy that was there was calling it back, hey, come back, and he got the dog away from me. But now that I know that this is a thing where the dog wasn't on a leash, the owners were nowhere to be found, the guy that was with the dog said it's not his dog, but I will make sure to, carry whenever I'm in. Again, it wasn't even a rougher neighborhood. It was just a dog that was on a porch that was just being super aggressive. So let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Would you have immediately, defended yourself if it would have charged you, or would you have waited a little bit longer to make any type of decision? Then again, I'm explaining it to you guys, is that I wanted to make sure that no matter what happened, that even if I would have had to defend myself, that everything made the most sense, right? Like I'm not just, the dog ran across the street, was barking at me. It would have had to get quite close to me for me to make that decision to protect myself and making sure that I don't get harmed. Later finding out from the homeowner that dog had rushed her husband a couple days before. And it's, sad that, that dog could potentially be hurt or be taken away from the owners due to lack of care and not having it on a leash or being locked up if that dog is that aggressive. So wanted to share that story with you guys here. Also, cruising the Ego website, man, this right here, before we close out the video, the commercial 17.5 string trimmer is my next add to my fleet, to moving away from those, residential trimmers and adding this XP-X5 rated Ego commercial trimmer, man. Let's go ahead and click more and just kind of read a little bit here on the tech specs before we close out. So it's a brushless motor, delivers 1600 watt max power, 900 watt rated power, replacing the 35cc gas engine, which is crazy. Runs up to 60 minutes on low with a 56 volt 5 amp arc lithium battery, and then 17.5 inch cutting swath, 3-speed digital control, 3500, 4500, and 5700 RPM. Rapid reload allows you to get back to work in seconds. Line up the arrows on the head, insert the line, and twist. IPX5 weather resistant, which is kind of crucial here in Jacksonville, Florida, or in Florida in general, where you get a lot of rain. Compatible with the all 56 arc lithium batteries, available separately. Recommended for use with the 56 volt 5 amp battery, which I have quite a bit over that wattage or amp hour. 2-year no catch commercial use warranty. So I think that's going to be my next go-to tool to add to test it out myself, and it's going to be the commercial 17.5 string trimmer. Well, listen guys, my name is Felix Diaz. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on chargeupjax. Like always, the first step's the hardest step. Once you take that first step, anything is possible. And remember, fears kills those dreams. I'll see you in the next one.